our Black and brown babies. They're misunderstood a lot, and people don't know how to tap into that energy that they have, because they have so much good energy in them, and we always dim them as being bad and aggressive, when really it's not that. It's just, you just got to get to know the child. Once you get to know the child, you can bring out so much good out of them.
It's not really about trying to get your teacher to understand the behavior of your child because of their ethnicity. It's more so having a common ground that we're here to work together to help your child become successful academically. And in order to do that, everybody has to take steps. Everybody has to listen to one another. And then amazing things can happen.
And it was a communication issue with both, just not communicating with them, and one having issues with being still. They wanted to label him as attention deficit when his doctor actually said he was gifted and you need to be having him tested for gifted program. So it was like a lot of channeling and understanding. I took him out of school for 5 years and I homeschooled, and helped me understand my children. I really was able to take some time and understand them. So
whatever, we have to adjust to whatever plans are provided for us for that specific child. So we're not doctors, we're just educators, and we have to educate to the best of our knowledge based on the information that is provided to us from both the school as well as the parent, as well as the child themselves, and our own assessment of what they can and can't do in the classroom.
Now, one thing was a concern when he was younger, when he was entering elementary school, and they said, he's a boy. Shouldn't you keep your son back a year? So I didn't know if it was a Georgia thing to say, because they were saying that boys mature slower than girls. So I wasn't sure what they meant by that, but that wasn't the first time I heard that from.
So for me, I don't think that boys learn at a different pace than girls. I do think that everybody learns differently, So in a classroom setting, I can't sit and say, oh, well, my girls are catching this and my boys aren't catching this, or vice versa. I can very well have 4 or 5 different learning levels going on at the same time, and I have to figure out how to work that out. So on behalf of the educators who are out here, I apologize for whoever has embedded that into your mind, because it's really about wherever your child is, no matter their gender, and helping them grow, period.
But I just felt like, in general, most of her teachers, I don't have a human communication with as I've been used to when the children were before the pandemic.
The lack of human connection does affect our relationships. And so think about this as the world opens back up again. How can you be very intentional about making the relationship with your child's teacher or your child's principal or the counselor or the social worker at your child's school, whoever you can create a connection with? Be intentional about making a human connection with at least one person next school year. The parent-teacher communication needs to be strong at the beginning of the school year. That's when the parent-teacher communication needs to start. We tend to start communicating when final grades come out, and my best advice is to communicate about your child early in the school year to the teachers, introduce yourself, establish a rapport, and then make it a point to do that regularly.